Gary! Gary!
You know what? I'm getting my shrink get ray out.
No, you're not. No, there's no shrink
You
rays.
shrink ray, dickhead.
I am immune to shrink rays.
You can't just fucking be immune to shrink rays.
Yes, I am.
Alright, fine.
Like a kid in a playground when you're playing like
Guess
Army
what else?
Man.
Fine. Guess
I dodge your
what I got
bullets.
in my pocket? Because you can only be immune to one thing at a time. Your choice. Right now. Claim it.
I'm immune
Claim it.
to shrink rays.
Enlarge array.
Oh no, I feel so big now.
It's meandering movies. It's meandering movies. It's meandering movies. So won't you lend an ear?
Welcome back to the Meandering Movie Podcast. I don't like the way in which my voice goes like this. Anyway, in this episode, we are talking about some of the dumbest movie characters. Has your mic been off this whole time? Why is your mic off? Oh. For some reason, in this episode, my co-host, Gary Copeland Boyd, over there, has just switched his mic off and looked me straight in the eye. That doesn't bode well for what we're about to do. I am your other host, the flapping seagull inside a containment unit, Gavin Stewart.
I'm Gary Copeland Boyd.
Please turn your fucking mic back on.
Ladies and gentlemen, at random points throughout this episode, I'll be turning my mic off and on. Try and figure out when I've done it. For a little fun game to play.
Ladies and gentlemen, Gary's brain moves too fast for him to remember that bit, and he'll never do that. So yes, in this episode, we're talking about the dumbest movie characters. This came from a conversation that Gary and I had in our little group chat thing with Audio Boy, who sadly passed away again and does not speak to us
You don't have to
anymore.
tell people.
He keeps passing away, though.
You don't know, but I just nobody cares that we chat about films
I
outside.
think people
of
care
it.
that...
Nobody cares that we chat about films outside of this. They tune in once a month to listen to us talk about films, and then you tell them every single time. We also talk about films in between these recordings.
If you
Nobody
go
cares.
If you go into TikTok or Instagram or Threads, we are doing reviews, reactions, rants, and responses to you and movies at all times. Follow us over there for all of that lovely content.
To me in movies. half of the Meandering Movie Podcast is Gavin reacting to me, and half of it is Gavin
I mean,
reacting
there's a
to
lot
films.
to react to with you, to be fair. You're a
Not
constant-
anymore, baby. I'm losing weight. Do you know how much weight I lost this
What does
month?
that have to do with
Do
me
you know
reacting?
Do you know how much weight I've lost this month?
How much weight have you lost this month?
90 kilograms.
There was nothing left of you by the time
That's
you're
how
done.
much I lost.
How did you lose that much, though?
Because I was 290 kilograms, and now I'm 200 kilograms.
It is mental, though, when you watch the first video of like when you started running to now. And I know this is how weight loss works, obviously. But you were like a billiard ball.
I didn't really... The worst thing about putting weight on weight and losing weight is when you are in the process of putting on and losing weight, you don't know. Like when I was in America,
Yeah.
I was like, oh, I haven't exercised in a while. I'm eating a lot of food in America, and I know I've kind of been eating badly, but like, especially because I'm not as fat as I was at my fattest. Not as
Yeah.
big as I was at my biggest. I hate the word fat.
395 was excessive, though.
It was big. So then you lose the weight, and because I lose it, so because you see me once a month, maybe more than that when we hang out, but like on average,
Yeah.
if we like, you see me once a month. So I walk into the room and you kind of go, oh, Gary's lost a chunk of weight. But I look at it every single day. I look at my belly and my legs and my bum and all the
Massive chode.
my big, massive chode. My big old, fat, huge chode. 3 inches down and 7 inches across. It's gigantic. 100% chode.
Turn your mic back on. I saw you. You won't catch me out. I'm on top of this shit, you sneaky little fuck.
But yeah, because I look at it every single day, I just don't see it until I've reached a point where I'm like looking back at content I've made or videos or pictures or anything. It doesn't need to be content, but I'm like, holy fuck, I was a big boy.
It's just when you go into your personal TikTok, which is Guario on TikTok.
Guario's on TikTok.
You've got a pin.
Some asshole has Guario. I had to add an S.
Ah, bugger. Darn. Wait
Darned.
till he finds out it's me. But when you go onto and you see that little pin video of when you started running,
Yeah.
and the little thumbnail of your big billiard ball head, and then you look at you now,
I do have a big old face, right? Like,
it's just such a big chunky face. It's like your little chunky chode.
yeah, like day 32. It's not even that long. Like, and then like day 115. You can really see it.
Yeah.
You can really see it in my
the
cheeks.
face.
Yeah,
I think it also helps that when you shave the beard, it helps thin your face out.
that's true. That's true. Gav, that's true.
And do you know what?
Gav, that's true.
And you know what, Gary? To run all those days and do that,
Yeah.
that was really smart of you. Don't you fucking even try. I can see your mic from here. That was really smart of you, is what you did. But do you know what's dumb? Some of the dumb movie characters that we're about to talk about in this episode. Don't pivot your mic away. Stop it. If you don't record your voice, how are we supposed to know what?
I'm recording my voice.
I know you are, because I can see the fucking sound wave. I'm keeping an eye on this sound wave now. We're going to talk about dumb movie characters.
The dumbest movie character. Now, here's the thing, ladies and gentlemen. I'm fully appreciative that for films to exist and to work in the ways they do, there needs to be suspension of disbelief. Right?
Yes.
Has to be. Like, I'm not annoyed that in Star Wars, what's the one where they steal Leia back from the slug?
That's Return of the Jedi.
In Return of the Jedi, there's the whole plan of like, we're going to sneak into the slug's hideout, and then they throw the grenades and all the yada yada, and they infiltrate it. And at any point, the
None
slug...
of that happens. Okay.
Yeah, they like use a grenade or something, don't they?
What? No. Leia sneaks in like as a bounty hunter to free Han. Is that not what you're talking?
No, when Leia's in the sexy outfit in the slug's
Right, when
like...
she's in the bikini.
Yeah, that bit. Is
Oh, no.
Han in... Han's not frozen at that point, is he?
No, he's down in the cell with Chewbacca.
Yeah.
And then Luke shows up throwing no grenades, because famously didn't use grenades, Luke Skywalker.
Okay, fine. The
Just
grenade
shows up
bit,
in a
the
cloak.
grenade bit I forgot. My point being, they go in to like do the plan.
Have you seen the movies?
Not in a while. And the slug is like, oh, I'm going to feed you to the Yeti man down below.
Nope, not yet, man. That's,
What is it?
That's Empire Strikes Back.
Okay.
Return of the Jedi is the big fucking...
It's like a hairy
Balrog-y looking thing, but not a Balrog.
like a hairy Yeti.
It's not... No, that's Empire Strikes Back for the hairy Yeti.
All right, whatever. And he like drops him in. My point being, Jabba the Hutt. Oh, Jabba the Hutt!
Yay!
That came to me. The slug. Jabba the Hutt could have just been like, what's this? And just strangled Leia to death. Or killed her, or shot her, or shot Luke. He could have done a million. You're in a bounty hunter's lair. There's no need for Jabba the Hutt to be like, I'm gonna put you down below and gonna get you.
Could have got a small Colombian boy to walk up behind him and shank him in the kidney.
Like he's literally in his lair. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Now, that's silly.
probably 'cause
but
of all
it's
those
also,
grenades he
but
had
that's
on him.
part of like, but you have to accept these things, otherwise the film just ceases, right? Otherwise it's dumb. We're talking about characters that just do genuinely the dumbest and you know, like that Jabba example, he's a crime lord, maybe he wants to make a spectacle. You can kind of understand it. We're talking about the dumbest fucking idiots in cinema history. Just the real boneheads. The real dinglings. Put a dunce cap on every one of these idiots and make them sit in the corner because they're fucking stupid.
And so what we've done is I've found some ones, Gary's found some ones. We're going to present them to each other. We're going to present them to you, and we're going to mine down into their dumbness.
Dumb.
And the first one I'm going to present to you, Sir Gary Copeland Boyd, now father.
Lord,
Father, Dad, Gary
kids
Copeland
not
Boyd.
here. When's this episode coming out? June.
End of June.
Maybe at this point.
Is the kid here yet?
Maybe.
Okay, well. Keeping Guarios on TikTok for all the kid content. The first one I'm going to give you is the McAllister family from Home Alone 1 or 2. You can have either.
Why are they stupid? The whole family?
Yes, the whole family.
There's like 20 of them. No, how many are there? Like 13? 13 people go on that holiday, right?
Should have been 14.
No, I think it's 13. It's always meant to be 13. The count, the reason it's 13 is because the count's okay. The reason the count's okay because that little Beans kid comes around and he like fucks up the count. But the number is the right number. 11 or 12 or 13.
Home Alone 1.
That's still crazy. That's too many people to go on holiday with. That's like, why is a whole, like, why, what is, it's like, because it's
like a platoon.
well, because, right, so what's the breakdown? You've got McAllister mum and dad, Kevin, Buzz, Piss Pants. Wait, who the fuck's Piss Pants? Is that... It's not Kevin's brother, is it?
Yes.
The main McAllisters. Buzz, Kevin, mum and dad. Is there a sister?
Yeah. Like there's
So who the fuck are the other 7 people going on this holiday?
they're just fucking like Angelina
the
Jolie's
uncle.
like reject kids.
There's the uncle douchebag who's like, you know, the one that's like, and then there's Pissy Pants. There's too many people in that house. You getting the McAllister family tree?
Yeah, I'm getting the McAllister. So there's a grandmother and a grandfather.
What?
Then
Is
there's
that
a-
Home Alone 2?
This is
I don't give a fuck about
this is just the McAllister family.
I don't care about the actual family tree, Gav. I care about the movie. Fucking, I'll do it then. I'll do it myself.
All right,
in
so
the famous words
I've got it
in
here,
the
I've got it
famous
here.
words of Josh Brolin.
I've got it here.
All right, go on then.
So you got the father and the mother.
Yep.
And then you got the oldest daughter, the second daughter, the youngest daughter, and the son.
Wait. There's 2 sons though. Buzz and Kevin. Because Kevin definitely lives there. Because that's what. No, Buzz definitely lives there. Because Kevin's like, Buzz, I'm going through your room.
Father, mother, oldest son, oldest daughter, younger
Oldest
daughter,
son.
second son, youngest son.
Oh, fucking.
1,
wait.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There's 7 of them.
Oh, that's insane. Mate, that was the fucking 80s, 90s for you. You could have a family that size.
I'll tell you-
But then wait, who's the other old guy then? And the piss pants?
The old guy are probably the grandparents.
No, he wears glasses and he's a little shitbag to Kevin. There's 2 families going on that holiday, I'm sure.
There's too many going on a holiday.
But there's 2 families. Wait, you're not doing the research right. You do your thing. I'm looking this up.
I'm saying that the McAllisters are dumb. Home Alone 1, you can maybe let them away with it because it's the whole accident thing. But I think for a second time to forget your child, you, 1, shouldn't be allowed to look after children anymore. The court system should take them away from you. And 2, just be fucking aware of the child you lost the last time.
Yeah, like
If-
you think you'd be on high alert. Like,
Yeah, the minute-
fact that it's the same kid.
Because that's also a thing that we're like, anytime you're going on holiday, after the one time you left your kid at home and he got ransacked by 2 burglars, you'd think when you're going on holiday again, you'd be like, where's Kevin? Where's Kevin? Kevin? Like, have like a geo tracker on him, have a bell around his neck, make sure you know what it is at all times. All times do a roll call to be like, Kevin, don't roll call any other kids because clearly they're fine enough to make it on holiday. Roll call Kevin at every stage of going on holiday.
Putting a bell on him is a good shout.
Like when you're getting in the car to go to the airport.
Wait. There's no dingling. There's no ringing. Where the fuck is he? Kevin!
Put a dog collar on him if you need to.
Fucking just go the fucking full hog, Gav, and get him chipped.
Yes. When you get to the airport, do a roll call. When you get through security, do a roll call. When you get on the plane, do a roll call.
Did they explain when you get to the airport why they didn't realize? Because it's not until
'Cause I think they're running late, so they're just rushing through, and they
Is
just
that it?
oh yeah, he's here. It's fine.
There, you see, you didn't scroll down. You didn't scroll halfway down the page. There are the Ohio.
I scrolled twice and had to stop.
There are the Ohio McAllisters as well. Frank, Leslie, Tracer, Sondra, Brooke, and Fuller. Fuller's piss pants. That's Kieran McCall.
So that takes us up to like what?
13, I think.
Okay.
Like it's a lot of people. To
It's an
keep
insane
track.
amount of humans. I don't even know that many people. Nor do any that amount of people like me.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Yeah, 13 people to keep track of.
And when it comes to the second time they go on holiday, there should be no reason you forget him a second time.
I mean, you would be on fucking a red alert. And then for him to be like serendipity, basically God hates the McAllisters. Or he hates Kevin anyway.
First
or
time-
he hates the robbers.
At least the first time round, he's at home.
Mm.
Sure, the robbers show up, and that turns out to be a terrible situation. But he
For
comes
the
out-
robbers.
Yeah, so if you've not seen the movie, spoilers. And then, but for the
Don't
second,
spoiler alert a fucking 30-year-old film, Gav.
we're already like 10 minutes into just spoiling.
In that.
But but in the second one, he's loose in New York. One of the most dangerous, and he comes across a soon-to-be, hopefully, convicted sex offender, Donald Trump. So clearly he's in a city that is not safe to be let loose in. He almost gets killed by pigeons. He doesn't, but that's fine.
Stuart Little almost got killed by pigeons.
It's not a cat.
I think, Gavin, this might shock you, but the world isn't designed for a little mouse to exist happily.
I don't know. Stuart Little seems to do better than fucking Kevin McAllister.
What do you think Stuart Little would do for a job? So, what's his little brother's
Plumber.
name? Peter or whatever the fuck
Peter
it is?
Pettigrew.
No, not Peter Pettigrew. Whatever his brother's name is.
Stanley.
Do you reckon he becomes like a lawyer? Stanley might be right. Is it Stanley?
That's just a shot in the dark. It could be.
What does a mouse do? Law?
Plumbing.
Does he just die? He's a mouse. How long's a mouse?
To be fair, yeah, isn't like a mouse's lifespan is like 3 years? So Stuart Little gets to 3 and dies.
That's pretty dark.
Gina Davis and Hugh Laurie are just sobbing over this tiny little coffin. That's 3.
Hey, let's do them. The dumbest characters in a film, the fucking Littles.
The parents of Stuart Little.
Who picks a mouse? Dumb cunts.
Because I only saw Stuart Little when I was young. I haven't seen it recently, so it's not recent in my memory. How did they end up with Stuart Little?
They picked him.
What do you mean they picked him?
They went to an orphanage, and there's so good. They go to an orphanage. There are hundreds of sad little orphan children with their big eyes looking up at them. Please, sir, please take me back to your home. I'm so lonely here. And they're like, get out of the way, you fucking children. Get off me.
I didn't come here for you.
Hugh Laurie's like kicking him off his legs, and he's like, fucking get out of here. We're here for a fucking benefits claim, all right? That little rat, that's who we're taking home.
He's a mouse, sir. Fuck it, don't care.
Whatever. Sir, please, I'm real. I'm a human boy. Fuck off. That rat's more important than you. Then they take the rat.
I want to
home.
watch him drive around in a little remote control car.
It's going to be great. He also won't be in charge of the car. I'm in charge of the car, but he'll think he's in charge of the car. Then he'll fall in love with a bird.
Oh yeah, and is that an eagle that he's like fighting against in the first
I think that's the second one. He like because oh fuck man, the second one
There was a second one?
yeah, it's Stuart Little too. That's when he falls in love with the bird. Because the first one he's got the car, the second one he's got
I
the
thought
toy
that was
plane.
in the first one.
I think that's Stuart Little too.
Okay.
He's
Maybe
got
I
the
saw
plane, and then yeah, like the bird's like pimp is giving him shit, and he has to like fight the eagle because the eagle's like pimping out the bird.
What? This?
That's the fucking plot.
Well, he died at 3. That's what,
He had Stuart Little 1, Stuart Little 2, no 3. Because he was already walking and talking Stuart Little 1. You missed the first year.
He
When he was
died.
that little pink, gross, fucking tiny baby mouse.
It was like when The Crow came out and Brandon Lee had died during making. The mouse that was Stuart Little died after the second one. And they chose not to make anymore.
I think that's the plot to Stuart Little.
I'm not going to remember.
I'm looking it up. I want to find out. I'm sure Stuart Little too. He like has to fight the eagle because the bird he falls in love with is like, oh, this big eagle's giving me shit, and Stuart Little's like, I'll fucking, what's this, honey? I'll fucking wreck him.
Is it in the second one or the first one? He's got like a little Lego set town in like the basement. There's like a fake city made for him, and
Mate, you are deep into the fucking. I don't fucking.
I'm
know.
just getting these like memory flashes of Stuart Little.
Stuart Little 2 plot. 3 years after the events of the first film, he's still going.
He's clearly he's dead.
Frank's alone when George would rather play with his own friend Will. When Rex's toy plane. When driving home from school in his roadster, Stuart meets Margalo, a canary, who falls into his car. She has an injured wing, and she's being chased by a falcon. See, this was Stuart Little too.
What happened in the first one then?
The cat. The cat's the fucking crux of the first one. The falcon warns. So, unbeknownst to the Littles, Margalo is in fact healthy and is working with the falcon to steal precious items. They're robbers. It's fucking Home Alone. And the bird feels immense guilt, and Falcon says, look, if you don't complete the plan, I'll kill that fucking mouse. Long story short, bunch of fucking yada yada. I mean, this Wikipedia page goes on, man. Somebody went deep on the plot. And they get to the end of it. I assume the falcon falls into a trash can and is presumably eaten by Monty, who I assume is a cat. And then Margalo flies south for the winter.
Oh, so they don't end up together.
No, Martha stuns everyone by using her first words to say goodbye to Margalo,
Who's Martha?
the baby.
There's a baby? Isn't Stuart Little wait, do they have like a...
Baby sister Martha now.
Is this
George, Stuart, Martha.
Why do they adopt if they're able to give birth?
That's a good question.
Why are they going... Like, why are they like, we want another kid, let's adopt it?
Because they're dumb movie characters.
there's no
mate.
problem with that, obviously, if they want to adopt a kid, adopt a pet.
Maybe it's a miracle birth.
What, of the mouse?
No, of the mother. Maybe the mother got like he wakes up one day and Hugh Laurie was like, "Are you pregnant?" He's like, oh, "Virgin birth. Oh my god."
Well, Hugh Laurie was pregnant?
Hugh Laurie's pregnant with Martha. We were talking about Home Alone.
Yeah, I need you to sit up.
Why'd you need me to sit up?
Because that's where your energy comes from. Sit up.
I'm fucking good. I was just reading the Stuart Little wiki.
You're falling asleep during it.
You do next bit. What's
I've just
next?
done is your character's next.
Holy shit. Scarlet Witch in the Strange 2 Multiverse of Madness.
All right, give me a breakdown why she's the dumbest character.
Holy fuck. Why is she not the dumbest character? So this is a bit like a real deep dive into the MCU storytelling here. WandaVision. Wanda is racked with grief, takes control of an entire town, mind fucks everybody in the entire town to be her like puppet playthings that are living out the machinations of Wanda, and she's reverted back to a childlike state where she is presenting and reality changing everything to be a TV show. Yeah,
She's very clearly the villain of the show, but the show presents her as not the villain.
I don't know. I think it kind of travels that line a little bit. She's also getting a bit mind fucked by Agatha, I guess, kind of.
I suppose, yeah.
By the end, whatever. Anyway, Wanda's fucked. During the course of it, though, she gets pregnant and then gives birth to 2 children who drastically increase in age.
Don't want to go at kids, but 2 of the worst child actors I think I've ever seen in a thing.
Bad. What was that one bit me and you were killing ourselves?
They're like
laughing
singing the song.
Good night, friend. Good night, mom. Or some fucking like.
I wanted to like get a razor and start scratching at my eyes and my ears. It was so fucking awful.
So
I hope they never act again. Those little wasted scum of act. Oh,
so you get to the
the
end of
worst.
Wanda breaks out the spell. The spell's broken. Fucking Vision re-dies. Now there's
She
a
has
white
the dumbest
Vision.
like fight scene with Agatha at the end.
Vision has the ship of Theseus. Agatha and Wanda fight. Racked with guilt, she wants her kids back. She's lost Vision for the second time, except the white Vision is kicking
Quicksilver's
around.
there, but he's not actually there.
Quicksilver, that's just a gag. It's like a total fucking Disney pulled a fast
Fucking
one. I'm on board with that. That gag's hilarious.
Okay.
Because it's all that gag is doing is fucking with you for daring to theory craft. It's incredible. That's Disney being like, look, dickheads, you can theory craft all you want. Look, we've got the same actor. What do you think of that? It's got to be Quicksilver. No, it's fucking nothing, fuckers. It's literally nothing, you dumb fucks.
That was such a hateful time in COVID, all the theory crafting from that show. It's going to be Mephisto. Shut up.
Oh, man, we had nothing else to do.
It's true. Just had ourselves to do.
So then, yeah, you get to the end. WandaVision finished, right? She's fucked. She got the dark hold. Blah, blah. Doctor Strange, Steven, Multiverse of Madness. Wanda has gone off the fucking deep end. She's gone bad. She's
It's almost like she's a different character.
rotten like a cat. Rotten like an apple to the core. And she's like, I want my kids back. Cool. What does she do? Shoot. Pointing at Gav. What does she do?
She goes full supervillain and then travels into a different universe and kills a bunch of heroes. One of which, when she kills Patrick, I mean, it's pretty cool when she kills Xavier, right? You know, like that whole fight scene. It's pretty cool. Sam Raimi did some good stuff. And then she steals a girl called America, and then she gets some rock people to like hold her there, and then there's a fight, and then she dies.
All to do what, though? Once again, just
To get her children
all
back.
to get her children back. Now, this is why she's the dumbest fucking character.
Okay.
The children that she wants back
Yes.
don't exist. Never existed. She made them. Which, by WandaVision and fucking Strange 2's own admission, she has the power to do.
Yes.
She has the power to just fucking magic children into existence. So what the fuck is she doing? If she goes to another universe where Wanda is either still in WandaVision, which I think it kind of alludes to, and steals those children, they will disappear because they don't exist. If she does then go to a different universe and steals real Wanda is, and she's in a universe where Wanda and Vision actually have kids because Vision's a real man. They aren't her kids. They're not the kids that she magicked up because that's, like on every level conceptually and factually within the lore doesn't make fucking sense. They'll never be the same kids because those kids didn't fucking exist. They never existed. And if you're so hellbent on fucking having those exact kids, use your fucking magic that you have.
See the magic that you're using to kill all of these Avengers? Use it to make a child.
Do it again. Oh, but and I think if I'm remembering this correctly, I think there's a whole element where she's like, oh, actually it's because the children in Stars Hollow, whatever the fuck the place is called, it's because I gave birth to them. I remember giving birth to them. It's like, cool. Use your fucking magic. Just put them in your, like, the ones you're stealing. Okay. Oh, fuck. I've just pissed myself off.
I love when you get riled up.
Because I've just realized it's even fucking dumber than I realized. Because she's like, no, but the ones I wanted, I gave birth to. All right, cool. So that's why you're not magic them into you. No, I'm not doing that. I'm going to go to other universes and see them. Those children have never been in you anyway, Wanda. You understand that, right? The children that you steal from a different universe, because you don't want to fucking make the new ones magically, these ones aren't. They never were in you. If that's your crux, if that's the real fucking nugget of it that you want to give birth, to them, you fucking haven't if you steal them from another universe.
She's a traumatized character, Gary.
Fuck off.
She's a traumatized character
dumb.
who created something and then lost some. It's like when I paint. I've never painted in my life. And then the fire takes the paint from me.
If you hadn't whispered that into the mic, that gag would have been so good. Because I don't know where you were going, but the second line had me gripped. I was like, holy fuck, that's funny. But you've already ruined it.
What, when I paint?
When I paint, and then the fire rips it away from me. Hilarious. Because it feels legit. But you were like, when I paint, I've never painted in my life. And then went like all waxing lyrical, waxing poetical. All I'm saying is keep your punchlines to the end, Gav. That's where they exist.
I don't have any punchlines.
I'll punch your lines.
Ooh,
anyway,
baby.
Wanda's a dumb fucking idiot. Either if you're not happy with magic children, don't be happy with magic children. If you want to give birth to children, magic the children inside of you. But neither one of those solutions has going to other universes and stealing the kids from other versions of yourself. Also, stealing the kids from other versions of yourself, like, who can just fucking fight back and magic you back.
I'd also like to bring it back to the fact that if, like, she could have any kids that she wants, clearly with the powers, why choose two little shit, awful, terrible children like that? They're fucking dog shit, awful, terrible, rubbish children.
I need to look up the song they sing.
Like, if those were my kids, I'd want them to disappear and not be real, you know? And then I would want to travel to every other multiverse to specifically remove them from reality. Because fuck me.
That would have been a
much better movie.
Been a much better film. Wanda just going around and being like,
killing her kids.
I'm killing your kids. Why? Because these actors suck.
Because they're awful.
Because I hate them. They're singing for ice cream.
Oh, God.
We like ice cream like every child should. And if we get some ice cream, we promise to be good.
I don't know if it was improvised. I don't know if they had 3 seconds to like, you got that, kids, you learned it, because we're about to go. I don't know what. I don't know what the decision was. I don't know why they've got that lilting lullaby in the background. Like, just accept it's shit and don't try and make it good. Because at least then it would have maybe been more endearing. But that is awful.
Like, I'm no expert on music, but that has no structure, no rhythm. It doesn't, none of the words rhyme. There's no good cadence to it.
It's terrible.
It's awful across the board. And it just makes every muscle, bone, and skinny part of you shudder.
And I know you couldn't see because I wasn't showing you the screen and you guys at home can't see it. But they just look so awkward and terrible while they're singing it.
It honestly looks like their real life parents are behind the camera, and Sam Raimi's standing there with a big machete, and he's like, either you sing the song or I start cutting bits off of them and I make you eat it in ice cream.
If you don't sing this song and make me care, I will eat you.
Like, make me care, kids. And they're like, we want
ice cream,
and we love you and we'll be good.
I think at that point, I think that might have been the moment Wanda was like, this plan was not well thought out.
I've changed my mind. I've decided the two dumbest characters from any movie are those dog shit awful kids. Episode over.
Your kid.
My kid.
Your
I'll never have any of those.
Pralian Mamethminus.
Your kids will be along soon. My next many characters are going to be
alien.
every character
Prometheus.
from the movie Prometheus and most of the characters from Alien Covenant. In Prometheus, these are supposed to be spacefaring scientists who are the best of the best, who are going out to explore a mysterious communication from this other planet. They get to this planet and then all of their brains fall out of their asses and they choose to do some of the dumbest shit anyone has ever chosen to do. I think the most famous example is the main character played by Naomi
Rapace.
or is it Charlize Theron, where the ship's falling.
Charlize Theron, yeah, it's the ship falling and she runs straight line.
And it just crushes her.
And it's not even a wide ship.
No.
It's
like she just had to run sideways.
Because Noomi Rapace, that's it. Noomi Rapace does run sideways. And Charlize Theron is like, I'll just keep going.
Do you know what? I'm stubborn enough. I'll just stick to this.
I know I can see the shadow coming over me, and I know I already looked behind and I seen it coming. I know Noomi Rapace has just ran that way.
But it's also like...
But I think I could probably just keep running in a straight line.
But she also then, when it gets next to her, turns around and looks at it as it crushes her and goes, ah! Yeah. Like it's an old B movie from the 50s and like a boulder's being chucked at her.
It's pretty stupid.
And then you've got any scientist who explores the caverns.
Anything.
Or on the ships, but it's just like, hey, what's this weird viscous material? Do you know what? I'm going to take off all of my protective gear. I'm going to get down into my tighty whities, and then I'm just going to rub my body into it. Because clearly that's how a scientist discovers.
There's the two geologists, one played by Rafe Spall and one played by some bloke with a Mohican. I have no fucking clue who.
Yeah, they kind of get left, but they get lost.
Well, no, they go in. So they all come off the ship. Them, the Noomi Rapace's boyfriend,
Michael Fassbender.
Does Charlize go? I don't think she does.
She doesn't go at that point, no.
And then like a smattering of like
scientists.
Rafe Spall and the other guy are the geologists. They will walk over to the fucking thing. They're on an alien planet. They're all meant to be like, holy fuck, this is like the most groundbreaking thing we've ever done. And up until that point as well, Rafe Spall and dickhead scientist, even when Wayland Yutani is like, hey guys, this is like groundbreaking. You are guys going to be the forefront of science. This is like, we found an alien, like a alien message coming from the stars. We're going to go find it. It's incredible. Even in that meeting, the two of them are like, hey, Rafe Spall, isn't this guy a fucking old dick? Rafe Spall's like, yeah, man. Well, why are we here? It's like, yeah, I know, right? It's fucking, this is so shit.
You need to look at those two and be like, I think we've made a mistake. You just threw it out.
Isn't it? Like, hey, we're spending millions of pounds on this. Are you going to fucking get your shit together?
They're spending...
I think it's billions. It might be even trillions. It's an insane amount of money.
And it's also because... spoilers for the end of Prometheus, but Wayland is still alive, but he wants to go there so he can like move to the next.
Who is it plays him? Guy Pearce.
Guy Pearce. Some of the worst old man makeup
terrible
ever done.
Upon rewatching it recently, I was like, it looks like Eddie Redmayne.
It does, with these weird like dry lips that he's got. Yeah, it's like that movie looks incredible visually. Like some of the landscapes, all the practical effects, and then you've just got Guy Pearce, this kind of who sticks out. Is like, did they just like run out of money, or like did they only have 20 minutes to put it on? But yeah, his character is like, I want to go to this planet to enter into the next stage of human
I
evolution.
want to become immortal and
At
have
what
my
point
DNA
is he like,
fucking changed.
but to do that, I want to take some of the most useless, dumb fucks who are just going to ruin my entire plan.
And it's funny because Charlize Theron is painted as like a villain because she's like the hard ass, like, guys, stop fucking around on my
Yeah.
ship. She's painted as a villain, but it's like, no, she's actually the only one trying to do a fucking job properly. Because going back to those geologists, they get into the temple or whatever the fuck, not the ship, and they're like, both of them are like, right, here, these things will map out all the corridors and everything. And he throws them up, and he's like, anyway, fuck this, I'm not walking with you, I'm going home. And instantly gets lost in the bowels of the ship. Rafe Spall goes with him, and it's like, one, what the fuck is your job? Because apparently it was just pressing a button and throwing these two things,
Yes.
and now everybody has access to that map. I could have fucking done that. Anybody could have done that. We could have just bought these off of you. Two, you're fucking map makers and geologists, and you've gone, fuck this, we don't want to explore the creepy, terrifying, which, cool, that's actually a smart decision. I mean, it's your job. You've been paid to fucking be there. Go do it.
That's the whole reason you're there.
But fine. The smart decision has been like, fuck this is creepy, some Scooby-Doo spooky shit, I'm out of here. But then you got lost. You're the map guys.
The irony is beautiful.
What is your job, sir? I don't understand you.
But then it's also then the movie has to become dumb to make reasons for them to be lost. And then it's like, oh, we can't come get you because of insert reasons here. Don't do anything stupid.
Yeah, the sandstorm picks
Yeah,
up.
there's a big sandstorm.
Stay put will get you in 6 hours.
Don't fuck about.
Don't fuck. Oh, I'm bored.
Let's take our helmets off and start sticking our heads in things. What? No.
Did you just see something move in that puddle? I'm going to put my hand in it. Okay.
See this weird looking little penis thing that's like floating in front of me? I'm going to pick it up. Oh,
touch it.
hey little guy, how you doing? This can't possibly go bad.
Yeah.
Common sense dictates that this will go well for me. Oh no, it's attacking me and it's inside my helmet. Who would have seen this coming?
Who possibly could have? It's just crazy. I mean, the film itself, like, let's not go too far down that, but the film itself also just jumping backflips to try and create the semblance of an alien. Like,
Yeah, the way it's like...
so because all the steps, after rewatching it, it's even more convoluted than I ever remembered. All the steps from the beginning of Prometheus through to the end of Covenant, because that's
yeah, it's a
it. So
two-arc story
yeah,
based around Michael
make an
Fassbender's David.
and it's all about Prometheus. He obviously steals fire from the. Oh fucking I know.
Oh, it's so on the nose as well.
So on the nose. So the full whack of steps after rewatch. I mean, I might miss a couple because it's a fucking
There's a
bunch
shit ton.
just to get to something alien adjacent. Land on alien planet. David triples down, lets people get attacked by semi-face huggers, puts black ooze into a guy's drink, and I can't remember the other thing he does. Does something else like, so he's doing his experiments then. The one that sticks though is the shit in the drink. He has sex with his wife. His wife is infertile and they can't have a baby. He then starts going all fucking sicko crazy mode, gets burned to death, but it doesn't kill him because he can somehow come back from the dead. Because of the black shit now flowing through him, his sperm is superpowered or can just make itself an egg.
It's like
I
a
don't-
super STI.
Who fucking knows? But it goes into her womb and becomes a baby. She then is like, get it fucking out of me. Goes to the thing, takes it out of her, and it exists out of her. Leave. Story goes on, other shit happens, come back. It's now fucking gigantic. It's like a giant squid facehugger thing, which attaches itself to the space jockeys.
Yes.
And then a not alien, but something that looks awfully similar to an
Yeah, like
alien
a version of a xenomorph.
comes out. Cool. End Prometheus. Start Covenant. David has, because they're on a fucking different planet at this point, David has taken some results from the fucking Prometheus space alien.
He's also taken Numi Rapace's body.
He's also ripped Numi Rapace to fucking shreds, used her DNA to make something that looks an awful like a Humalien, because that's kicking around.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that little thing.
So the Humalien's kicking around, similar to a Humalien. That gets killed. All three of those things get killed. And then, because of the things that he learned from the Humalian experiment, he's like, hey, you want to come see some gross alien eggs I've made? And at that point, you said, like, just before this, like, the guy's a fucking idiot. And I was like, well, I mean, David's pulling the wool over his eyes, but I do have to concede this point is fucking stupid. Because in that same scene, he is like, did you kill my wife? And David's like, come look at these alien eggs. He's like,
okay.
Well, how about you tell me if you killed my wife, you fucking psycho robot, and then I'll trust you. And David, fair play to David, is like, how about you come look at these alien eggs? And
look at the eggs, all right?
Instead of the guy being like, no, you're a fucking psycho robot, and I think you killed my wife, he's just like, okay,
I'll come look at your eggs.
I'll look at the eggs.
But afterwards, you promise you'll tell me if you killed my wife or not.
And then he gets face hugged, and then we have an actual.
But it's not just that he gets face hugged. It's that the egg opens up, and his first thought before anything else is, I should stick my head in there and see what's going on. And then he gets, and you're just like, you're the captain of this ship. Like, how?
He's the de facto captain because James
sure.
Franco.
Oh yeah, I forgot he was.
James Franco gets fucking killed in transport for some fucking reason.
So he's de facto captain, and he's just, again, like so many of them, they think they're like Julianne Moore in Jurassic Park: The Lost World. She has to touch everything.
Yeah.
They just wander about being like, what's that? I'm going to put my hand in it.
Well, fucking speaking of touching things, there's like right at the beginning of Covenant when they land on the alien, there's also another weird subplot where Noomi Rapace is singing John Denver's "Take Me Home."
Oh, that was the year when that was like in every movie.
And what's his name?
Michael Fassbender?
No, Foot the Fist Way. The fat redneck looking comedian.
Oh, I know what you mean, but I can't. Danny McBride.
Danny McBride is like, no, that's not a garbled alien message. It's John Denver to Take Me Home. Those films are set like 500 years in the future. That would be the equivalent of me being like, oh yeah, no, that's this Himalayan throat song. Listen, you know what I mean? Like, it's like the amount of time that has passed. It's nobody should be like, that's this song from the 80s. Like, it's not.
Yeah, the disconnect and like common sense.
I kind of
thought.
suspension of disbelief snaps at those moments for me. But yeah, they land on the alien planet, and again, just scientists and settlers doing the dumbest fucking thing. One of them is like, I need to go for a piss, and he sits down and he steps on something and it goes up his nose. And he at least kind of is like, oh, and he spits. Too late. The black shit's in his bloodstream. The second guy gets right down close to one of these little black alien buttholes, and he's like, what is this? Presses it, and gas farts out into his face. And he just goes, yep, stands up and walks off. If I pressed a piece of moldy bread on Earth and it farted into my face, I'd be like, oh, fucking Jesus Christ, what the fuck was that?
You'd be like NHS 101, just been like,
I would be
am
like,
I okay?
I have just had mold fart in my mouth and nose. Am I gonna die? And he's on a fucking alien planet and some plants just gassed him, and he's just like, yeah, well.
And then later on in the movie when he starts to be like all sick and no one seems to think, this is
He doesn't tell anyone. At no point is he like, oh, it was, I just so everyone knows, I breathed in some fart gas out on these
Yeah, it's
plants.
like if I land on an alien planet, I let an alien plant fart in my face, and then I wander off, and later on I start to get really sick. I'm not going to be like, I'll pass. You know, that'll be fine.
Probably nothing.
This clearly has nothing to do with the alien plant that farted in my face recently.
So
Everything's going to be
fucking
fine.
dumb.
Isn't it also in Covenant where I can't remember where it happens in the movie, but they're in danger at the point when this happens. The two of the characters are like, let's go for a shower and have sex. And it's like, there's a xenomorph running around.
Yes and no. So they don't know the xenomorph's running around at that point.
Right, okay.
So they do go and have sex, and it fucks them up. But it's a weird moment. It's funny because you're right. They don't know, and it is a fucking weird horror movie moment, and it kind of lands. There's a moment though that I actually love in Covenant where one of the characters is actually acting like a human being. It's the medical officer, and she's like, "Holy fuck! I need to 1, quarantine, 2, fucking get this guy off my ship." And 3, there's something coming. The radar's telling me, I can't remember what it is, but there's like 3 things happening, and she's just like,
just like, what I do?
Storming through the 3 things, like fighting the thing in one thing, keeping the door quarantined, trying to like shut the ship. And I was just like, of all the moments in those films, which suck ass, this is the one moment I actually really like because it just feels like an actual reaction to something,
yeah.
and then she hurts her leg, and she's still trying to do her job,
'Cause again,
but is panicking. And
the difference between Prometheus and Covenant is with Prometheus is like they are scientists and explorers going out to figure out what this signal thing is.
which is why you have to give them less slack, because every decision they make, it's like, no, you are paid professionals. You're meant to be the best of the best. You should know better.
You're supposed to, when it comes to your area of expertise, like for example the geologists, they do nothing. He does nothing geology based. And at any point is he like, let me get this little sample of rock and try and figure, like, is there iron or
I'm
lead?
going to carbon date any of this.
Nothing at any point does he do as a geologist. And then, but when you come to Covenant, they are characters that are like, they're settlers. They're not.
Yeah, they're not. It's not quite as fucking. You
Or
can
like
maybe
some of them are
accept
like
a
military
few-
kind of like shooty shoot guys who are always supposed to be like dumb fucks.
You can kind of accept a few more like faux pas and mistakes, but it's still it's still the dumbest science teams.
Because the funny
Full
thing is,
stop.
this is the weirdest thing, is like when you watch the original Alien, they're just like ship workers. They're just like, oh, we're on our
Which
ship.
is why it works. They're just working.
They're just they're just kind of workies.
And,
They're like
and the original Aliens, for all of their missteps, at least do that. Like workies in the first one,
Marines in the second
Marines in
one.
the second, and then prisoners in the
Yeah.
third one. That's good.
Everyone in those three movies responds to the situation how they would respond. And the first one, they're like, I just want to get paid. What the fuck's going on?
Yeah.
Let's try and get rid of this pest and go home. Second one, it's like, hey, we're Marines.
We're
Let's
going to shoot the fuck
shoot
out
the
of
fuck out of everyone. And then the prisoners are just like, oh fuck, we're trapped in here with this thing. Well, let's, instead of us being trapped, let's trap it.
Yeah.
Great. Then you get to Prometheus and it's just like, why don't we just like put metal up our butts and spin? It's like, what? Why? Fuck, could be fun.
Duh.
Oh, duh. And then the Covenant, it's just like, what's that over there? Let's stick our face in it. Stop sticking your face in things. Like, it's just common sense and like characters being sensible just goes out the fucking window. And then it just makes the whole movie just seem stupid. Then it just turns into any old schlocky horror movie where you need the big boobed bimbo and the jock guy to like have sex in the woods so they can die. It's just like, but
nobody actually does this stuff.
no one's ever had sex in the woods.
My next one, because we're just talking about Alien now.
Yeah, well,
My
keep
next
going.
one is Maleficent.
Why is Maleficent one of the dumbest characters in movies?
Because Maleficent's whole fucking plan is arse.
Anyway, on to the next one.
Not talking about the live action Maleficent, because I know that tried to rectify certain elements. I'm talking about classic Sleeping Beauty, 1954, 1950, something like that. Maleficent doesn't get invited to the party of the newborn princess. Throws a hissy fit.
She has FOMO.
She just gets fucking FOMO.
She has intense magical FOMO.
Everyone's like, so there's a couple of things that happen kind of simultaneously here. The three fairies are like, I'm going to gift your new baby daughter princess beauty, right? The second one stands up and she's like, I'm going to gift your new baby daughter princess grace, or some other fucking like mental
Humility.
like something that you'd be like, as the king, you'd be like, fucking these guys are magic. They could have given us a wish, and we've got
Let them fly or something.
beauty
or
and fucking like
visibility.
flying. Something cool. Fucking who invited these fairies? And then before the third fairy gives her wish, Maleficent is like, nah, fuck this. This is my time to shine. I'm coming in. Boom. Turns up. And instantly is like, you didn't invite me. That's it. She lays out from the very beginning, that's her beef.
That's her motivation.
That's her motivation. Not like, I want to fucking take over the castle. I'm the evil queen of the fucking fairy
Or,
forest.
you took my land from me. I want it back. It's like,
None of this. You didn't invite me to this party, dickheads. I'm cursing this baby. Not, and again, not you fucking asshole king, you asshole queen. Take this thorny castle for the rest of the days. How about this? Every time you touch a fork, you stab yourself in the foot. Fuck you. Just like, see this baby? If it ever touches a spinning wheel, it'll prick its finger and die.
oh no.
What the fuck is... Now, I appreciate spinning wheels may have been a far bigger thing back in the 1800s when Maleficent, Sleeping Beauty is presumably set. In
What do you think it's the 1800s?
medieval times,
Medieval
right?
times was not the 1800s.
1700s.
Sure, we'll go 1700s.
What was the 1800s? Like
1800s.
Victorian? Tudors?
Yeah, like the copper and like that kind of the ages,
Oh,
you know?
okay, 1600s. Fairy tale times.
Fairy
Whatever.
the real time of fairy tale
The real
times.
time fairy tales. I know, I appreciate spinning wheels well. But, and the king and the queen do the fucking right thing. And this is the other part that gets so fucking stupid. Because the king and the queen are secondary, dumbest fucking characters in the world. If Maleficent has the power to curse a baby to die, why add the superfluous nonsense before it of the baby will touch a spinning wheel, prick its finger and die? Because that in itself is giving the baby enough time to grow up, learn how to use a spinning wheel, and prick its finger and die. So why add the time element? Just curse the baby to death. I curse your baby to cot death.
Curse it to like, if your baby ever falls in love, it will die. Something like...
Don't add the fucking rule. She can clearly curse babies to death.
Oh, so you want no rule whatsoever?
Just curse the baby to death. Just point at the baby. Fuck you. Should have invited me. Dead baby. Whoa, Maleficent. Whoa, calm it down.
We'll invite you to the Christmas party.
What's the fucking curse? What curse? Dead. Check it. Check it, queen. Check it, king.
Oh my god, the baby's dead.
Yep. I'm out. Turns into a fucking dragon and fucks off. Like, nothing about the... Now, and then the secondary dumb fucking part of this. So I've already outlined to you why it's a fucking stupid plan. Secondly, she didn't fucking wait for the third fairy to just gift the baby a tight asshole, whatever the fuck. Whatever the final wish was going to be, whatever dumb fucking thing it is.
Courage,
or yeah, like, hey, when this baby's 21, it's going to have the best rack, whatever. You know what I mean? Like, anything. But the final fairy is like, oh, you know what? I'm going to counteract that curse. Oh, that's good of you. When she turns 21 and pricks her finger, she'll fall asleep. I'm sorry. Can you not just break the curse? Oh, yeah, shit. I should have done that, shouldn't I?
Fuck.
I just changed it a little bit. Oh, whoopsies.
Whoopsies.
Fucking hell. And then the king and queen, instead of just being like, let's just get rid of all the spinning wheels in all the fucking world and put mittens on her so she can't touch anything. In fact, actually,
cut her hands off.
I've just remembered a little key element of this. Maleficent does. She curses the baby so that on her 16th or 21st birthday, she pricks her finger. That's it. So she does timestamp it. So let the kid, the parents are like, you're off to the fucking fairy with the fairies. You're going to a cottage. You are going to go and live with these fairies in a cottage until your 21st birthday's over. You don't have to do that, sir. You just have to live normally. And then the night before her 21st birthday, fucking strap her to her bed for 24 hours. And also, they don't tell her shit. They don't explain any of it. Which you could do. Be like, hey, look, this is the deal. You can live in 16 years. We're going to have to strap you to a bed because you got fucking crazy witch magic all over you. And this dumb fucking fairy could have fixed shit. Could have gave you a great rack. Didn't do any of that.
Look at you, flat-chested loser.
Fuck you, fairy number 3. Fauna, Merryweather, and Finkel. I can't remember the last one.
Awful names.
And then, like, you know, just like, all right, so, hey, Aurora, it's the night before your 16th birthday. Would you mind being strapped to the bed so that you can't prick your finger on a spinning wheel? Yes, mother and father. That's fine by me. Instead, she's just out in the forest. Maleficent magics a fucking spinning wheel out of nothing because she's just walking through the forest and is like, hey, look, a spinning wheel.
I should go play with that.
Just in the middle of the forest. I'm going to go touch that. And Maleficent's all like, yes, my plan's coming true. And the fairies are like, where's Aurora? Where's Sleeping Beauty? Dumbest fucking plan in the world. Completely fucking avoidable by the king and queen who are dumb fucks. Fairies are dumb fucks.
I feel like, yeah.
Everyone's a dumb fucking Sleeping
Every
Beauty.
point of that playing out, no one thought what they were doing. No one thought it through. Because for Maleficent to show up and be like, what should I choose that could fuck her? Like you said, could be a fork, could be if she trips, could be a rose. Mm-hmm. Like if she pricks herself on a rose, if the sun touches her skin.
There you go. If she breathes oxygen on the day of her 16th birthday, get out of this one, King Stephen.
If she ever laughs, then she turns into a tadpole, you know? But she's just like, spinning wheel.
What's the most avoidable thing I could do? And this is why I'm saying you have to give Maleficent the due, because at least in Maleficent they try to make it like the reason there were so many fucking plot holes is because Maleficent loves Sleeping Beauty. It's her baby, I think.
It's stupid, but then if it's your baby, just take it.
I can't remember. Is it her baby? Maybe it's not her baby. What is it in Maleficent?
I don't know.
In Maleficent, she sees Sleeping Beauty and she's like, I'm going to fucking fuck up this little kid.
I'm going to ruin its life.
I'm going to ruin this kid's life while it's living in the... Think you can hide the kid from me in the forest? And then the kid finds her and she's like, Mama, Mama. And she's like, oh my God, actually this kid's adorable. And then like through the 21 years, she falls in love with the kid and she's like, oh no, now I need to like try and undo my own curse. Because I'm pretty sure True Love's kiss breaks the curse. And then in Maleficent, it's Maleficent's kiss that breaks... She kisses the baby on the head, or not the baby, the 16-year-old on the head. It's a mother's love.
It's convoluted nonsense.
I mean, it's trying to backtrack through. Oh man, Sleeping Beauty's dumb as fuck. How do we fix it? They also make the king like a real piece of shit.
But they fixed it by not fixing it and just making it just more complex and stupid.
Yeah. Anyway, Maleficent's a dumb cunt. What's your next one?
Jesus Christ. My final one for this episode is Cyborg.
I don't know what is Cyborg from DC?
No, Cyborg.
Cyborg from DC.
All the listeners out there will know who Cyborg is. I don't
Batman, Superman, Cyborg, Wonder Woman.
No, not Cyborg.
Green Arrow.
Oh God, we could easily do all the fucking
Marvin
Justice League. Oh, Lex Luthor from Batman v Superman. That's fucking one right there.
Which was that?
Jesse
Eisenberg's one.
Or his big stupid plan of just like, I'll get these two guys to fight and then make a mutant version of another one and have them fight and kidnap his mother. And so what are you talking about, you nutter?
Do you know which plan was good? Lex Luthor in Superman
Returns,
the 2000s one.
Yeah,
Kevin Spacey.
Yeah, the Returns.
That's fucking great. I made this entire island out of kryptonite, and your kids are on it. So what are you gonna do?
Well, apparently he's just going to become immune to kryptonite and fly it into space.
But like, you know what I mean? Like, it's such a fucking... That's an actual good fucking plan, and then Superman just Deus Ex Machinas his way through it.
I hate the fucking... That movie had such potential, and then it's just like, oh, do you know that the thing we've said is this greatest weakness you can never overcome? I overcomes it now. Yeah. So what's the fuck?
What's the point?
Because then...
You can imagine Lex Luthor standing on the fucking shores of land being like... That fucking cunt lied to me.
That's not fair.
All these years he said kryptonite was his weakness and he was just fucking with me.
It's like a
You fucking prick, Superman.
It's like a spinning wheel being your greatest kryptonite. And then they're like, oh, and then you touch it and nothing happens. You're just like, oh, you bastard. You lied to me.
It's actually the plot of Megamind when Brad Pitt's Metro Man gets fucking bored of being a superhero, so he's just like, copper, my only weakness. Psych.
That movie's so fucking good.
Have you seen all the shit about Megamind 2 and the TV show?
There's a Megamind 2?
Have you not seen this?
No.
They've done a Megamind 2, but it's like the laziest written, dog shittedest film, not even straight to DVD, straight to VHS quality. And then the TV show they go along with it, Megamind versus the Doom Syndicate, and it is awful. Like, I haven't watched any of it. I've seen clips, and the animation is cheap. It's like it's the equivalent of back in the day when they would do the film and then the TV show.
They do like the Pocahontas 2 or the Bambi 2.
That drop, and then the TV show has a further drop in quality. But yeah, it's an outrage because everyone's just like, why have you done this? Like, the only people that wanted this were people that watched it as a kid
and loved it.
Like, you show this to children, they're just going to be like, this is no relevance to me. You know?
I feel like that's another topic we could do at some point in the future, is like the sequels to like beloved animated movies, like your Lion King 2s, or when you get like we're doing the Lion King TV and it's 6 episodes. And it's like, why are the Lion Kings hanging out in New York? Like, what's going on? Like, what's happened? Why is Simba like fucking gone to New York because he saw a pizza box? He's like, I don't really want a slice of pizza, Jasmine.
What is this? Wait, what the fuck is this?
I've just made this about a
It was genuine.
Actually, like Simba's in the Serengeti, sees a pizza box. He's
Simba
like,
in the city.
I want one of those. And he's like, fucks
I'd
off,
watch the fuck out of that. Simba, Timon, and Pumbaa kicking around New York.
trying to get pizza.
Trying to get pizza. Right. Do your
yes.
continue, sorry.
My last one is Cybok.
Cyborgs.
Cybok. Sybok. Cybok. And Cybok.
I'm putting the kibosh on this.
Cybok is clearly from Star Trek V, The Final Frontier.
Oh, of course, that classic movie.
Now, Star Trek V, The Final Frontier.
Why do we always come to Star Trek, Gav?
Well, here's the thing. I guess I do manufacture this, but I don't mean for this to happen. It just naturally happens in the universe around us, you know? Like, you presented this topic to me of dumb characters, and after I thought of Prometheus, the next thing I thought of was Cybok from Star Trek V, The Final Frontier.
Cyborg from Star Trek V.
Because what else would I think about? Now, why is Cybok the one of the dumbest movie characters of all time, and perhaps the dumbest character in all of Star Trek? Cybok is the brother of Spock. Because, of course. And Cybok decided to renounce Vulcan belief, which is like no emotion, logic only. He was like, no, we should have a combination of logic and emotion. And then what did he do? Well, one time he got... Well, yeah, that's what you think. And then this movie shows how he's a fucking idiot. Is it on? No! You've... Was it not on? During my Star Trek bit... You just left me to rant like a nutter, didn't you? Now I'll have to listen back and find out.
Yeah, emotion and logic should be good together.
Well, in this movie, Cybok gets a message from God, who is
Actual
well,
God with a capital G?
God with a capital G.
Like Christian God.
Well, it's open to interpret. Like, they don't say what God is. They just
Vulcan
say
God.
They just say God. Well, there is no Vulcan God.
I thought Spock was the Vulcan God.
No, Spock is just a Vulcan. His mother was human and father was Vulcan.
So he's a half Vulcan.
Well, that's part of his whole struggle with upbringing, because he struggled with his emotions and whatnot. Cybok chose emotion and logic, and one time he got a message from God, indeterminate which God it is.
Is that why when Khan, when Spock went, Khan,
Yeah.
it was important because he was feeling emotions.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't
So
make that.
one of the whole
They
things
didn't
about-
make that clear.
One of the whole things about Spock is how he, struggles with his human side and his Vulcan side, because he wants to be logical, but his emotions keeps creeping in. That's why it's great character work, because Star Trek's fucking great. But anyway, Cybok gets a text message from God in his brain, and God tells him, hey, I'm stuck beyond the universe. I need you to get a ship. If it happens to be the Enterprise, that's very helpful. Bring that ship to outside of the universe. Let me get on it and come back to the universe.
Sent from my iPhone.
Because me, God... yes. because me, God, is stuck outside the universe. What does Cybok do? He goes like,
takes
cool.
the Enterprise.
Yeah, and flies to outside the universe. Guess what? Wasn't God. Was just some omnipotent alien who spoke to him telepathically and just wanted to get off this planet that it was imprisoned on.
Here's the thing.
Yeah.
If you're an omnipotent alien from outside the universe,
Yes.
does that not just make you a god?
But in
If
the
I
words...
was omnipotent, like whether or not I'm truly divine, to the ants that I'm crushing, I'm a god.
But in the words of James Tiberius Kirk...
I've just realized how much like Homelander that sounded. Oh no.
I'm going to get you checked after
Oh
this.
no.
We're all just ants to you, Gary.
I have had this thought experiment previously of like, if I genuinely got powers one day, would I just go full fucking evil? I don't think I would. I like to think my moral compass is in check. I like to think so. I'm a borrowed troll and I love fucking with you, but I'm like a good guy. But I do wonder if I ever received a ridiculous sum of money or superpowers, if that would change things.
Here's the challenging thing when it comes to you and I think I may have the answer, but I'm not sure, is say both of us got Superman-esque powers. You have Superman powers, and I have Superman powers. Which one of us is going to be Superman, and which one is going to be
Me Bizarro.
like Bizarro,
Me
like
Superman.
evil Superman? Who's going to be the good guy and the bad guy out of you and I? Because I think it's probably neither of us, and it's going to be Audio Boy's our Batman, and he's going to just beat us up and kill us.
Yeah, I think Audio Boy would just take us down, even if we were being good guys.
You're like a 50, yeah, even if we are good, he's like, I just don't trust you. Because like you're a 50-50 and if you'll be a good guy or not.
Yeah.
I'm clearly just going to be a villain. There is no good in my heart.
Yeah, I do worry about it though. I do.
What, me getting superpowers and becoming a villain?
I'd worry about like if it would change me drastically, because I feel like there's a bit of me that it would just be like, oh fuck it.
I think you would become like a trickster, like a Loki.
Oh, if I could, Gav.
I think like of all the characters that are in pop culture or fiction, Loki is who you would be.
Some kind of trickster god. Absolutely. But just like being a little prick.
Not being an evil Loki, being like a Thor Ragnarok Loki, where you're just kind of like funny and like
I'm just a goofy little guy.
pissing about.
Oh, you trying to turn off your alarm? Guess what? It's bugs.
Got you.
Got ya.
Because you're already like that, but you're just like a human version of Loki in my life.
How's that Ben and Jerry's you're eating there, Gav? Oh yeah, it's pretty good. Why? What flavor is it? Cookie dough. Is that fucking Minter Wonderland, Gary?
You know how much I hate mint.
Why would you do that to me?
And then you run off. Who am I then if you're a Loki?
Scott Lang. But you don't have the Ant-Man suit.
So I'm just a thief
Just a guy.
who works at Baskin Robbins. Wow. Of all the fictional characters in the world, I'm just a guy who works at an ice cream shop.
Who would you be? I mean, I was going to say like Iron Man.
Why is your Dr. Pepper bottle speaking to us?
You'd be closest to Iron Man, but then you solved your alcoholism. So now you just...
I mean, have I solved the alcoholism? Like the Hulk, he's always angry. I'm always kind of...
You're more Nick Fury than anyone else.
I don't know. What does that mean?
It's a good thing.
I've got poor vision, to be fair.
You got bad vision. You have a cat.
Don't have a cat.
You don't have any hair.
I have full of hair.
You're black.
Okay. So my final one is Cyborg, who allows an omnipotent being to get into his brain and make him think he's a god and travel outside the universe to save the god. And then James Tiberius Kirk says, what does God need with a starship?
Oh, it's so good.
And then,
Did he actually say that?
yeah, he said, what does God need with a starship?
That's incredible.
And then Cyborg sacrifices himself because he realizes the error of his ways, dies, and then the weird alien turns into like a cloud creature monster, and it tries to kill Kirk, and then they get off the planet and just blow it up.
That's good.
It's so stupid and dumb and terrible. And I feel like a man who chose logic and emotion gave up on the logic, went for the emotion, and went, oh, there's a man in the sky talking to me.
Right. But okay, wait. Because I'm so sorry to do this, because I know what you're saying. And I'm like, from a religious standpoint, I'm with you. But like, in reality,
Yeah.
if a voice started just drumming my head right now, and then every day for like a week was like, hey, Gary, I am genuinely God. And I know it sounds crazy, but I'm in Motherwell.
I'm in Motherwell.
Here's the postcode I need picked up. I would at first be like, this is nothing. This is my brain dying, and I'm just fucking like, you know what I mean? My brain is dying, and this is the final spitballs of my neurons firing off. After a week, if everything else in my life was fine and I didn't feel like I was dying, I'd be like, maybe God is genuinely talking to me. I should probably go to Motherwell. Like at what point do you have to accept that the voice in your head?
The voice inside my head.
Well, you either have to accept. You either accept you are going crazy, or the voice in your head is legit.
But the problem is Cyborg presents himself as such a tuned-in character.
Yeah.
Of like, what I'm talking about makes total sense. But if you present what I've just said to him, he should then be like, oh yeah, that does sound stupid.
Why does God need a spaceship?
Yeah, why is God in the outside of the universe and need a spaceship to come pick him up like an Uber and bring him home? You know?
That, like, don't get me wrong, that bit's fucked. That bit is the crux
Like,
of all
I could
this.
get it if the character, if it made sense, but when you're Spock's brother and you have a combination of logic and emotion,
Yeah.
he didn't listen to any of his logical side. What he just went, oh yeah, God wants
I
it.
know. I
It's
get.
just
I
dumb.
get it. But then, as somebody who got scammed recently, like sometimes these things seem legit.
I just feel.
I just don't want to admit Cyborg is the dumbest character in film because then it means I have to admit I'm the dumbest person on the planet Earth because I got scammed.
by being my friend.
You ready for my final one?
Yeah, give me your final one.
Again?
Yes.
It's something a character does in a movie that pisses me off. And every time I watch the film, I'm like, the rest of this film holds up. The rest of the film is actually so good. But in the film, during the process, this guy makes a decision, and every single time it makes me go, who wrote this? Like, do you not understand the rules? Or are you just a fucking idiot? Now, because of you've made the character look like a fucking dumb cunt. So in Casino Royale with Daniel Craig, at the crux of the movie when he's playing poker against Le Chiffre.
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 That's the rest of the episode.
Le Chiffre.
Le Chiffre.
When he's playing poker with Le Chiffre,
Le Chiffre.
fuck up.
Then say it right.
Le Chiffre.
Le Chiffre.
Whatever. When he's playing poker with him. So, obviously in poker, you can go all in. It's a big move, and it is like, what?
The way you presented that as if that was like a revolutionary piece of information.
No, but like, isn't like everybody knows
So
you
in
can go all
poker,
in.
you can go all in. It's
Everybody
like
knows
a
you can
big
go all
thing people do. It's hot and crazy right now.
You fucking. Anytime I say things, you're always like, tell the people at home a bit more, Gary, in case they don't know. And I'm just telling the people that maybe don't play poker.
Just the way you presented, I loved it.
Oh, fucking, I'm going to throw something at you. I'm going to throw
No,
my...
not throwing, only love.
You can go all in. And what it is a big move, and it's designed to kind of like scare your opponents out. You do it when the pot's a good size, and you are in the lead usually, because the idea is I'm showing I'm going all in, and with this, because my cards are so good, I'm already winning the table.
It's like a big bluff move.
And it's like, there's no real reason to go all in if you have, because if I had a royal flush, the best winning hand in poker, there's no point in me going all in because I know I'm win. Like, I'm guaranteed to win, right? So what you would want to do in that situation is let everyone else bet and just sit there quietly,
Make the pot get bigger
get the
and
pot
bigger.
as big as possible, reveal your hand. You only go all in if it's a fucking gigantic bluff, fundamentally, right? In James Bond Casino Royale, Le Chiffre, Sheefy? What is it?
It's Le Chiffre.
Le Chiffre goes all in. And Daniel Craig is like, fuck you. I'll go all in as well. But we know what cards he has, and he has fucking dog shit.
He has nothing.
He has nothing. Like, nothing.
You're getting so raged over this.
Because it's like, so the enemy has gone all in, and I think the pot is big at this
And
point.
what's
Don't
the
get me
enemy's
wrong.
name?
Le Sheeps.
Okay, thank you.
And at this point, I think the pot is like fairly big, and James Bond is like, I'll go all in against you. So then they turn their hands, and Le Chiffre is winning, and James Bond is like, well, here's my like 9 and a 3. like fucking crap. And Le Chiffre has something, I think it's like 2 queens or something. So
He's got a Joker card. It's like, why the fuck is that in your hand?
James Bond's like, Uno, flip reverse. And then like the next 2 cards play out, and the next one, Le Chiffre is still winning, and the movie's like high tense, and James Bond's looking at Shalifa, and he's still fucking cool as a cucumber, and the film's like,
Another martini, please.
look how cool James Bond is. He stays cool under pressure, and it's like, but it doesn't matter because he's already made the dumbest fucking decision. And then the final card turns over and it's like, bam, bam, James Bond, won! He won the poker game! And it's like, no, he didn't win the poker game. He got fucking lucky. You can't make James Bond being the luckiest human on the planet a cool decision, because it's not a cool decision.
No.
Going all in against a fucking winning hand is a fucking dumb decision, and then just happenstancing your way through to a victory and winning the fucking thing. Oh, it fucks me off more than anything.
It's like one of those cocksure kind of idiots where they're just like, yeah, meant to do that because I'm just like, fucking cool. It's like,
And I think this is a little side story. I think the reason it fucks me off so much is I wanted to play poker for my 20-something birthday. I was 25th or something like that, right?
Okay.
24th. So not a big one. It was me, a couple of mates, my mum and dad. I think Megan and Aaron playing with us as well.
I wasn't invited, but that's okay.
You weren't invited. You were being an arsehole. And it was just like £10 buy-in. So the pot was like 70 quid. You know what I mean? And the winner, first place got 40, second place got 15 or 20, and third place got a tenner. You know?
Cute, fun.
Nothing. It's fun. Just chill. And we were playing, and I think I had pocket aces. Or like pocket
You had
jacks.
aces in your pocket? That's cheating.
I had some like a good hand, and it was me, everyone folds, and it's me and my mum, and I was like, I have a good hand. I'm not bluffing. I'm just telling you, like, the pot's big. I'm like, I want it. I'm betting. Mum was like, you don't have anything, and I was like, I categorically do. This isn't a bluff. And she was like, blah, 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 blah. And I was like, you know what? I like, you never get to do it. It's a cool guy thing, and I in Lashifra's position here.
Guy thing.
It's a cool guy thing. I'm in Lashifra's position, all in Jenny Copeland. And she's looking at me, she's like, yeah, fine, all in. We turn cards. She has fuck all, and I am winning. I'm winning on the fucking fourth card, and on the fifth card, the one fucking thing turns over, and my mum was like, yes, I win, you're out of the game. Rah! And I was just like, one, this is my birthday poker.
You're ruining my birthday.
Two, we're like 3 hands in. I was going all in because I was sure I was going to win. 3, after I'd called all in, I can't take it back. You know what I mean? You called me and you got lucky on the final card. Don't act like it was fucking skill, mother.
Did she at that point poison you and then you had to run out to the car and try and...
I had to defib myself.
but there was no battery in it?
Yeah, it was
You died there in the car park that day.
It was a nightmare.
It was the worst birthday ever.
Birthday. Anyway, Lashif, I feel your pain, mate.
And then they give you a James Bond cake, which...
I tell you who makes out like a fucking bandit in Casino Royale, the croupier that's playing poker. Because James Bond at the end is just like, here, mate, take one of these. And he chucks him a fucking...
Oh, yeah.
It's like I'm sure it's like a 500,000 fucking chip.
Yeah.
He just walks out. That guy would be like,
Cool, I'm quitting.
I'm out. I'm going to go get a fucking chill job doing IT, not poker crouping for these fucking crooks. So yeah. That's all my dumb characters.
That has been the Meandering Movie Podcast, where we have talked about some of the dumbest characters in movies. Just to point out, we're not saying the movies are bad. Some of the movies are bad, but
Some
no.
of the movies are bad.
Casino Royale, for example, that's a good movie.
movie.
The Home Alone movies, they are great. Star Trek V: The Final Frontier is the second worst Star Trek movie, but you know, we live.
But that still makes it a 7 out of 10 in Gav's book.
Fuck you, it's not a 7 out of 10. It's a 4, maybe. Anyway, thank you for listening to the Meandering Movie Podcast. At this point in time when this episode comes out, Gary might or might not be a dad. We might or might not.
Depending when you put this out, genuinely,
This is going to go out the end of June.
June, what? Give me a date.
June 27th.
Maybe.
But yes, thank you for listening to the Meandering Movie Podcast. If you want to follow us anywhere, go into the description down below. You will find links to everything. Click them, follow us, love us. Give your congratulations to Gary if he is a dad. If he's not, give him nothing. He does not deserve it yet. Even though technically Hannah should get all of the praise and all of the love because she's done all the work and all he did was splooge one time. Well done.
Hey, I splooged one time deep.
Deep and hard from your tiny chode, or your massive chode, sorry. It's 7 inches wide. Thank you for listening. We might go on hiatus, we might not. Keep on those socials to find out. We love you and goodbye.
Music is live. Hey, it's crazy because it was a blowjob.
It's meandering movies. It's meandering movies. It's meandering movies.